Cameras trained on one man. 3 goals in his last 3 games. He's in sparkling form. We'll have the action on EA TV.
Immediately. Thank you.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box providing expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And live action coming up from the Carabao Cup. It's Wigan Athletic and they take on Wrexham.
Well, Derek, it's a nice break from league action today for these clubs. Obviously a long way to go in the tournament. The final is months away, but they want to put in a good performance and get through to that next round.
Number 6, Jordan Cousins. Number 19, Callum Lang. Number 23, James McLean.
Well, here's the lineup for Wigan Athletic.
Well, they're starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation with 3 players in advance of 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
This is how the visitors will set up today.
Well, no surprise really, they're matching up here, but there are many different ways they can approach this game, and I just think they'll be cautious today, certainly early on.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
And now they get the ball rolling. Superbly read and executed. Losing possession a bit easily. Wyke. It looks promising. And just over the bar, really good effort. Young. Mullen. Could be. And he read it really well. Fine save. Trying to pick out a teammate. It hasn't come to very much. Well, the defending not the best here. Is it going to be an opportunity? And into the clutches of the goalkeeper. Tom Naylor. Charlie Wyke. Lang. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, he's playing with great confidence at the moment. 3 goals in the last 3 games. He looks a real threat whenever he gets the ball, and I'm sure he'll add to that tally today.
Now, do they mean business on this occasion? And let's give credit to the defending. Keane. Wyke. Nice looking pass. Cousins. Body in the way. Davis. Mullen. He's outdone himself. Wonderful save there. Charlie White. And the flag has gone up. Offside. Retaining possession proving difficult. And a creative look about this. Can he play it in? And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Good effective pressure high up the pitch. And it's with Tozer. There to win it back. Tom Naylor. Now let's see what they can do here. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. And a substitution in the offing.
Well, they haven't had too much to cheer about for a while now, but the goal would be a huge bonus here.
Short corner it is. Watts takes the shot. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper.
Young. On and on he goes. Space and time for the cross. Well, still an issue here. And problem solved for now.
Well, as you can see, it's been really tight, and neither side has taken enough risk going forward. Hopefully that will change soon, and then we might get some entertainment.
Well, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
Well, attacking possibilities. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? And his day is done. Second yellow card, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, it was coming. Why was he not taken off earlier?
Well, no surprise to see him go for goal, but a routine save in the end. White. Lang. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Delivered into the box. He's got to get to that cross. And so it will be a corner. Trying to pick out a teammate. Struggling to get it away. And possession lost, intercepted. Can they hit on the break? Reece Hall-Johnson. There's plenty of know-how in the ball shielding department. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, probably a fair assessment of his first half's work would be a mixed bag.
Well, I've been disappointed with him in that first half. He just didn't have an impact on the game. Yes, the service into him wasn't great, but his movement needs to be a lot better. Let's hope he improves in the second half.
And now they get the ball rolling. Wyke. It looks promising. And just over the bar, really good effort. And he read it really well. Fine save. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them in. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. And a substitution in the offing. Watts. Takes the shot. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper.
And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise.
Well, attacking possibilities. And his day is done. Second yellow card, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, it was coming.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Bowen. This looks interesting. And the cross goes in. Well, dealt with that ball comfortably. And take it away. This attack looks highly promising. He's got to score! Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Thumped clear. Can they take the lead? A goal to give them a 1-0 lead. An excellent value for that advantage, you've got to say.
as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Number 10, Paul Mullin.
Dangerous looking attack. Will he finish? Well, the goal was at his mercy.
Well, it certainly was. He has to score there.
And they've been getting two substitutes warmed up, and both will come on here. Reece Hall-Johnson failed to keep hold of it. It's looked for a while as though this might happen. Now it is 100% official. Piqué has completed his move to Chelsea.
Well, he'll certainly bring a lot of know-how to this team, and of course quality. I think he's still got a lot to offer, and it's a shrewd bit of business.
Cousins. Decent position. This could square the game. Pivotal moment defensively. A danger here as he runs at them. It looks promising, and no way through. Breaking at pace. And room now out on the wing. And he's in. Well, it wasn't the best piece of finishing, in all honesty. Goal kick.
Yeah, it was all good until that final effort. Just shows you how devastating they can be on the break, though.
Substitution time it is here.
David Jones.
Will Keane. Max Power. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. Crossing possibilities. And he cuts in from the wing. Oh, could be! And how about that for a save? Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. Crisp tackling. Good movement. Well, they might be trailing, but hope in the form of a corner.
Well, just listen to the fans. They know this is a big chance here.
Going short. Teammate available. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
And there's the delivery. is a defender doing his job, clearing it off the line. Well, he keeps going. David Jones. A glorious chance. Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort.
Well, as you can see, it wasn't even close, was it? No debate about that one.
Just 10 minutes remaining here. And into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. Can he finish? Oh, what a great save to keep them in front.
Well, he's just about won them the game here. Great stop. Well, there was the chance for the equaliser, but you have to say, what a great save that was.
And the cross goes in. And a textbook interception.
Well, this game is far from over. They'll probably get one more big chance before the end. The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to that noise.
Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Guion Edwards. Cousins. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Could play it in. Could be troublesome. Oh, what a fantastic save.
Well, that's a match-winning save there. Not long left now.
Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Now sending it in. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. And you don't want to lose possession there. Well, sometimes they come off for you, sometimes they don't, Stuart.
Well, he didn't get the technique right there, and as a result, he mistimes the contact on the ball.
David Jones. Could be. Oh, a great chance it was. Goalkeeper has it. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. Opportunity to deliver the cross. It comes to absolutely nothing. There's the final whistle, and the visitors move on.
Well, in a very tight match, they just about deserved their win. But it certainly wasn't easy. They had to show a lot of character and determination at times. But they're through to the next round, and that's all that matters.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positive, Stuart.
Yeah, he was a real handful today. He scored the winner and got himself into some great positions. He really did play well.
Wyke. It looks promising. And just over the bar, really good effort. And he read it really well. Fine save. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them in. Marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. And a substitution in the offing. Watts. Takes the shot. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper.
And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise.
Well, attacking possibilities. And his day is done. Second yellow card, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, it was coming.
He's got to score! Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
A goal to give them a 1-0 lead. An excellent value for that advantage, you've got to say. Will he finish? Well, the goal was at his mercy.
Well, it certainly was. He has to score there.
Well, it wasn't the best piece of finishing, in all honesty. Goal kick.
Yeah, it was all good until that.
Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
A glorious chance. Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort.
Well, as you can see...
Oh, what a fantastic save.
Well, that's a match-winning save there. Not long left now.
Substitution then. And you don't want to lose possession there. Well, sometimes they come off for you, sometimes they don't, Stuart.
Well, he didn't get the technique.
Just a couple of questions for you.
That's it. Thanks very much.
the man of the moment. He scored 4 in his last 3. What will he produce today? Stay with us on EA TV. Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And very much ready to bring you the cut and thrust of League Two. It's Wrexham, and they face Oldham Athletic.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, 4 goals in his last 3 appearances says it all, doesn't it, Derek? He's been absolutely outstanding. He's taken the chances to come his way, and he looks a real threat every time he gets the ball. Have a great game.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, in this shape, their 2 holding midfield players will be key today. If they can get on the ball and dictate the play, protect the 2 centre-backs, it will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality.
And introducing the visitors lineup today.
Well, they're playing with a 5-2-3, as we can see it here. But somebody has to step in to join those 2 midfield players. It could be one of the fullbacks or it could be one of the centre-halves. So keep an eye out for that.
And so the match is underway. Moving it forward. Oh, moving it nicely. And played in. Taking care of business defensively here. And there's been a change to the scoreline in one of the other games. Alex has details.
Yeah, it's a goal for Swindon Town. You could see he knew what he wanted to do as he stepped up to take that free kick because it was executed superbly. It's now 1-0 with 5 minutes played.
Cheers, Alex. Not a great pass. Whelan. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreves.
Oh, there's some real concern looks from the bench, I have to tell you, because he's landed right on top of his elbow. And that's...
Oh, it's a wild, wild finish. Well, this has been widely reported on social media and in the newspapers, and now official confirmation has been received. Lucas Hernandez has completed his move to Old Trafford.
Yeah, at that price, I think he's value for money. He'll certainly improve their squad and maybe the team. It's a good signing, you have to say.
Reece Hall-Johnson. Oh, it was a terrible-looking challenge and a big decision for the official here. Well, hardly the polish removed from his boots and he's been expelled.
Well, all their plans have just been thrown out the window. That's such a poor challenge.
And he stopped them in their tracks. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. And a goal kick will be next. Beautifully disguised ball. And good use of advantage. The referee allowing play to continue. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Now sending it in. A deft clearance. Plenty of options. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Electing to cross into the centre. Whelan. In possession, Sam Hart. A sloppy pass. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Reece Hall-Johnson. I believe there's been a goal in one of the other matches. Alex Scott has the details.
Yep, it's a goal for Barrow. It's now 1-0 with 23 minutes played. I'm really enjoying this one, Derek.
Alex keeping us right up to date. Young. Tremendously strong in the tackle. In possession, Sam Hart. Oh, a nice-looking pass. Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
And he's fired over the corner. And a goal! They've taken the lead! Well, playing a man short, but that doesn't seem to bother them. We shouldn't be surprised.
Well, here's the replay. It's certainly a well-delivered ball into the area. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Mullen. On the ball, Davis. Well, he just let his opponent glide by. Well, in fairness, he's managed to redeem himself.
Well, there you can see it. The visitors haven't been able to control possession, but what they've done with it has been really good. And they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Well, I'm hearing there's been a goal in one of the other games, and Alex Scott can fill us in.
Yep, it's a goal for Newport County. They've scored the opener here with 31 minutes played.
Thank you, Alex. Possession lost. Oh, moving it nicely. Well, racing past his man. Can he open them up here? Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. James Jones. Hall-Johnson has it. Oh, that's a really good run. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
Whelan. So nearly at half-time, and the home side trailing, albeit not by much. Stuart, your thoughts up to this point?
Well, it's been a tight first half so far, but they haven't quite shown enough guile in the attacking third. If, however, they can be more dynamic in the 1v1 situations, they have the quality to turn this around.
Well, the chance looked to be on, but found himself offside. Three minutes of added time here. Cisse. Whelan. He continues his run. Not the pass he had in mind. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, it was certainly a good first 45 minutes for the lad. Obviously, he got his goal to put them in front, but he's looked lively throughout too. Hopefully, we see more of him in the second half.
And so the match is underway. Reece Hall-Johnson. Oh, he's been denied, and they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really...
Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
Well, playing a man short, but that doesn't seem to bother them. We shouldn't be... Oh, that's a really good run. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Whelan with it. In possession, Sam Hart. Good movement. Beautifully weighted ball. Well, he was being closely watched. Goal kick.
Well, the defender knew he couldn't get to the ball first, but he just did enough to put him off there.
A goal has been scored in one of the other games. Alex Scott has the news.
It's a goal for Salford City. They're back level. It's 1-1 with 50 minutes played.
Many thanks, Alex. And threading it forward. Oh, a tremendous block. Whelan. Whelan with it. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. This looks interesting. And that is how to block. James Jones. I don't think he'll be proud of that challenge, and it's left to the referee to decide what happens next. And he'll take no further part in this game. That could make things interesting, Stuart.
Well, I can't believe he's done that. They were coasting here. It's going to make it difficult now.
Number 30, James Jones. To be replaced by number 18, David Jones.
Well, no stopping him. Oh, great attacking play. And a fine cross. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Surely, a goal! Real excitement, a back and forth type of game. Now they're level.
Well, here we can see it again. It's a beautifully weighted ball behind the back line, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Cisse. That's how to rob them of possession. Well, someone has scored in one of the other games. Let's find out exactly who from Alex.
It's a goal for Rochdale. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 64 minutes played.
Thanks for the update, Alex. And back with Davis. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Can he put them in front? Oh no, he's missed the opportunity. And they remain level.
Well, he just lacked composure there, didn't he? They should be ahead now.
Clark. Now we have a goal to tell you about in one of the other games. Here's Alex Scott.
Yeah, another goal for Newport County. The goalkeeper has spilled it back into the danger area and he is there to slot the ball into the back of the net nicely. It's now 2-1 with 69 minutes played.
Thanks as always, Alex. And into the last 20 minutes. Whelan. In possession, Sam Hart. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation.
Coming off the pitch, number 10, Paul Miller. To be replaced by number 13, Fajiri Akinwumi.
Over it comes. Well, no real accuracy, and easy for the keeper.
Well, time's running out, but these fans are driving their team on here.
And space to attack. Looks as though he's alone in the centre. Not an attempt that will live long in the memory.
Well, what a waste that is. It's far too easy for the keeper. Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
Unable to keep the ball that time. Well, not giving him any breathing room. Excellent challenge. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And they could do damage. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, let's see this again. He tries to run out with the ball. He has the ball taken off of him. He's made the wrong decision, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net. Terrible defending.
And a substitution in the offing. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Getting in there to intercept. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there? And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
Attending to his defensive chores. Has a go. And that's a straightforward stop. Whelan with it. Well, I'm hearing there's been a goal in one of the other games, and Alex Scott can fill us in.
Yeah, it's a goal for Swindon Town. Nice build-up play, and when the space opened up, boy, did he take it well. They're pulled ahead by 2 with only a few minutes left to play. That's probably the win wrapped up right there with that one, Derek.
Alex with the info as ever. Oh, no stopping him. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. They need to get bodies back. He must finish! Well, a fantastic counter-attack as they move through the gears, but not a brilliant end product.
Well, everything looked good until the finish, but that shows how dangerous they are on the break.
Okenabiri. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, what a good finish to the game that was. They just wore down the opposition, and in the end, they got their reward. That's a really good win for them.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Yeah, he'll be happy coming off the pitch. He worked hard, he was always involved in the game, and he scored a very good goal. That was an impressive performance today.
Reece Hall-Johnson. Oh, he's been denied, and they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really...
Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
And a goal! They've taken the lead! Well, playing a man short, but that doesn't seem to bother them. We shouldn't be... Oh, that's a really good run. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
Well, he was being closely watched. Goal kick.
Well, the defender knew he couldn't get to the ball first, but he just did enough to put him off there.
A goal! Real excitement. A back and forth type of game. Now they're level. Oh no, he's missed the opportunity. And they remain level.
Well, he just lacked composure there, didn't he? They should be ahead now.
Excellent challenge. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And they could do damage. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there.
They need to get bodies back. He must finish! Well, a fantastic counter-attack as they move through the gears, but not a brilliant end product.
Well, everything looked good.
Just a couple of questions for you. That'll be all, thank you.